G. Premasiri, his wife and 2 sons lived in this house located on a 50 perch land in Thumbiliyadda, Mainnoloa in Varakapola. A mound of earth collapsed onto their house without warning. Premasiri and his wife and their 24-year-old son were inside the house at the time of the incident. His 10-year-old son, however, was not at home. He was attending a class. Search operations carried out together with area residents began on Friday evening. Security forces and local residents managed to locate Premasiri and immediately admitted him to the hospital. Operations to locate his wife and son continued. Despite heavy showers, around 70 officers belonging to the Sri Lanka Singha Regiment of the Kegol and Ambepussa army camps continued their search. After hours of searching, the lifeless body of Premasiri's 48-year-old wife was found. This was the moment when their pet dog escaped.
This is what is left of the house in Mainnoloa, Varakapola, where a landslide completely swept through this house. As you can see, the landslide came from that direction and it completely swept through this house. Now, a family was living inside the house at the time of this tragic incident. The father had survived. The authorities have found the body of the mother. Unfortunately, she had not survived. And they, as you can see, it's 6 a.m. And right now, the authorities, mainly the Sri Lanka Army, and with the support of area residents, are going through the debris to find the missing son.
The body of Premasiri's 24-year-old son was then recovered from under the debris.
The
NBRO is assessing the situation. It is calculating the risk, and if it is safe for the people to stay here, those who have to be moved to safer zones will be moved and provided with their necessities.
Many houses in the vicinity were also damaged due to the landslide. People living in the neighborhood, that's from about 15 houses, were also relocated to safe zones.
ගෙවල් සියල්ලම චෙක් කරලා බලලා අපිට ඉන්න සුදුසුද නුසුදුසුද කියලා හොයලා බලලා අපිට උපදෙස් දීලා අපිට සහනයක් වෙන විදිහට කටයුතු කරනවා නම් ඉතාමත් හොඳයි කියලා මම කියනවා.
Premasiri is now receiving treatment at the Kegol hospital. One person has gone missing after falling into a water-filled mine in the Vagavatta area in Horana. Police said that the mine had flooded following heavy rains last afternoon. They said around 5 people were working to remove equipment, including the water motors located inside the mine. During their attempt, one man had fallen into the mine and was missing. He has been identified as a resident of Horana. The irrigation department says due to heavy rains, a slight flood situation has been observed in several areas around the Kalu and Kaleniganga and the Attanagaluoya basins. With the rising water levels of the Kaleni River, several houses and roads have been inundated in several areas, including Vallampitiya, Vallavatta and Kaleni Nadi Gama. In many areas of the Tharala intersection in Pugoda, lowlands have been inundated. 58 houses are currently underwater at the Hangveli Sivali estate. This was the situation this morning in low-lying areas around the Katunayaka Bandaranaike International Airport, which includes Kimbulapitiya, Galmankada, Dagonna and Kadirana. With the rising water levels of the Kaleni River, many villages in the Biyagama Pradeshi division are flooded. The Malwana Colombo Road from the Lakshapana area and the Colombo Biyagama Road from Pattivila area are flooded. Moreover, the Kaduwela town as well as many houses in Biyagama Pahalagama area are also underwater. With heavy rains, two sluice gates of the Kukuleganga reservoir have been opened. Due to this, with the overflowing of the Kudaganga, the Paragoda, Dambala and Atambahande areas of the main roads of Bulat Sinhala Molkava Road are completely submerged. Kalutara Angalavatta and Kudaligama areas are also underwater. The Ratnapura district is currently experiencing heavy rains. This is the situation in Aheliyogoda, in Lower Nagoda and Gatahatta. The Galle district saw less rain today. However, many low-lying areas in Benthara, Urugasman, Handiya are still underwater. Low-lying areas on either side of the Gin River have been inundated since yesterday. Fishermen in Point Pedro and Thotamuna areas did not go to sea today due to rough seas along the Mathura coastline. Meanwhile, last afternoon, a mound of earth had collapsed onto a house in the Muraitota area in Halayala. Residents were not harmed in the incident. Landslide warnings issued for Colombo, Galle, Kalutara, K. Galle, Nuwara Eliya and Ratnapura districts have been extended.